We think we know everything about New York, but we don't. The Big Apple still has something to surprise everyone. On the site, the author of the Agrarian News channel, Yandex DZen, shared his observations about this metropolis. Photo. Shutterstock. Most people associate New York with busy streets, fancy hotels, and trendy restaurants. Many popular films and series have been shot on the streets of this city. It seems that we already know about this metropolis, but it is not so. The Big Apple still has something to surprise everyone. Perhaps we should start with his story. New York was one of the original 13 U.S. colonies. Manhattan Island was founded by the Dutch in 1624 as a colony of New Amsterdam. 4 decades later, the British took over and changed the territory to New York. It played a key role in American history. From 1892 to 1954, millions of people immigrated through New York Harbor in the United States. They passed through the very famous Ellis Island. About 40% of Americans can trace at least one ancestor to Ellis Island, the author writes. New York is the largest city in the state and nation today. It functions as a major international economic center. The New York Stock Exchange is also located here. The city consists of 5 boroughs: Manhattan, Staten Island, Queens, Brooklyn and the Bronx. These are probably the names of neighborhoods that you hear when talking about New York. But there is much more to New York than this city, the author notes. Here are some interesting facts about the Big Apple. The name, Big Apple, has an unusual origin. People around the world know New York as the Big Apple. But what they don't know is that the town got its name from a local newspaper's horse racing column. In the 1920s, the phrase, the Big Apple, was used to refer to a large prize money in one of the famous races held in the city. However, the city adopted this name and has been called Big Apple ever since. The author writes, New Yorkers speak amazing languages. More than 37% of New Yorkers were born in another state. This explains why the townspeople speak different languages. However, even if they were aware of the diversity, most people would not have guessed that there are 800 languages spoken by people in this city, the author writes. There are several languages, such as Garifuna and Quechua, that are rarely spoken even in their countries of origin. Thanks to this, New York can be said to be the most multilingual city in the world.